And let's stay with Iran, because a bit earlier on today I spoke to Reza, who's our correspondent in Tehran. I was asking him about tensions between the United States and Iran, and I asked him how Iran might respond should Donald Trump make true on his threat to attack Iran. Here's what he told me.
You can look at the 12-day war in June, where Iran struck back with missiles. They have the biggest ballistic missile program in the Middle East, thousands of missiles reaching up to 3,000 kilometers. They have a very advanced drone system. They can use those to swarm targets and U.S. vessels in the region. They can target U.S. bases in the region, U.S. allies like Israel. They can also cut off the energy flow in the Strait of Hormuz. So they have significant options. If there is an attack and Iran responds, obviously that sets off an unprecedented cycle of violence where the uncertainty is going to be more than ever.
Well, still with me is James André, who is talking about the Iran story with me today. And how significant do you think it is, James, that we're hearing from other big players in the Middle East today, Saudi Arabia in particular, that appears to be still trying to lobby Washington not to attack Iran?
Yes, absolutely. The Saudis say that they do not want to see this attack take place. And actually, they're talking about not letting the Americans use their airspace. We also have the United Arab Emirates, where there are many American bases who are saying that they do not want to see planes taking off from those U.S. bases in their region to strike Iran. There's also Turkey that's made it quite clear that they do not want to see this intervention take place. So it's true that regionally there is a real worry when it comes to what might happen. The Israeli authorities have also signaled that they do not really want to see this attack take place right away. But then again, according to Axios, which is a
US
media agency, well, there is, today there will be a meeting between the Saudis, the Israelis, and officials in Washington in order to discuss, they say targets when it comes to Israel, and indeed the fact that the Saudis do not want to see this happen. So you see there's a lot of players are involved, some trying to convince the United States not to act. And at the same time, have been reports as to what's actually going on inside the administration, with a lot of jockeying between, Donald Trump thinking about if he wants to go or not. Does he believe, because some players in the administration believe that if there are strikes, that could actually help the regime stay in place. Others believe that indeed this could push it to a tipping point. So it's a very, very complex situation, of course, Iran. It's a much bigger, more powerful country in a sense than Venezuela is, for example. And the regime that's in place has been in place since 1979. It is very deeply unpopular, we've seen with the protests, but it is also very, very solidly ingrained inside the country and pretty robust in its structure. So what we do have is that if indeed Donald Trump were to take this decision of striking Iran, the repercussions would be very, very important, and there's no guarantee that that would actually bring the regime down straight away, at least. So it's a very complex equation to try and calculate when it comes to this possible, U.S. strikes in Iran.
All right, thank you very much.